Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning on this Arnold Classic 2020 morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Friday, March 6th, 2020, and let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, can you feel it? Do you smell it in the air? It's Arnold Classic weekend, and that means we have some business to discuss. Let's start with Brandon Hendrickson. I saw photos of Brandon not too long ago, and his conditioning is as good as it's been in a long time. There have been times in the past where it feels like he lost some size while over dieting, but to me, this doesn't feel like one of those days. He looks fresh, his body is back to having that pop it had before, and I see him as a legitimate title contender. This is the level he needs to be at to have a shot, because once the door gets open, he's got enough firepower to kick it in. The women's physique division always fascinates me for a lot of different reasons this year. I see it as a huge moment for Natalia Coelho to step in and make a statement. That might feel like a ridiculous take on the surface, considering that she comes in as the defending champion, but I don't see it that way. I look at it like this. We have Shanique Grant at the top, in a tier all by herself right now. But then right there below, there's a whole group of women fighting for the number 2 spot. Being able to defend her title here and stand her ground would put her firmly in the number 2 slot, and once she gets that squared away, then it's all hands on deck to tackle what's next. Obviously, the men's open will be the biggest story of the weekend, and today there's been a ton of speculation about who might do what. So why not throw another question mark into the mix? What about Cedric McMillan? With all the talk about Ramy and William Bonac and guys like Patrick Moore and Sergio getting their time to shine, way off there in the background, we've got the former Arnold champ just sitting back and taking it all in. No one has more God-given talent than Cedric McMillan. No one. That's it. So tell me then why, even in this historic lineup, would he not be able to get the job done? He's already done it once before, and I'm positive he can do it again. And at the end of the day, this could easily end up being his moment. I'm embarrassed to say this, but in the whole run-up to our Arnold coverage on Muscle in the Morning, I don't think we've talked about wheelchair bodybuilding, not once. So it's time to change all that. I bet most of you guys didn't even realize that a gentleman by the name of Harold Kelly might be actually the most dominant man in the bodybuilding scenario this weekend. Harold's coming in looking for an unprecedented 5th straight title, which has to be some kind of Arnold record when it comes to physique sports. Harold's been so dominant in this division for the last 4 years that I think they should think about naming the trophy after him, if he can make it 5 straight. These guys are all warriors and inspirations, and they deserve way more attention than they've gotten. So if you get a chance to check them out this weekend, please do. This is always one of the coolest events of the entire weekend. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, heading out to Columbus, Ohio, and reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.